you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West.
Oh yeah, oh Lord. And if you don't give it, you won't get it. That's right. I give her all my love. Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
I came from the streets to the shy, where wicked and evil collide. If it was illegal, we tried ambition to get us a piece of the pie. Had so many demons inside, was dim in the gleam of my eye, killing my innocence, all of my vision of reading the sign and seeing demise. We've been deprived the basic necessities, that and cocaine, a satanic recipe, refusing to claim it as destiny, sins of the fatherly children in jeopardy. The family addiction affected me, affliction of prison, the death of me. Not even the thought of my legacy, living in hell, how you hating your pedigree. Been definitely holding the grudge, letting it go cause no hope was in us. If we don't connect then you know what it was. One West and no cowards is rolling with us. Steps was all in the mud, feeling the pain like salt in the cut. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love, yeah. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love. I get an honor to command and Jenna Johanna for being the armor, protecting the message delivered the Abba. Straight from the Father, he gave it to you, ain't making excuse. Though Satan is loose, kept lacing his boots, training and raising the troops. Perfecting the method of 7-1 West in the hairs was able to prove. Ain't stressing them niggas that left and kept stepping instead and stating the truth. My people could never imagine the hardest of winners you lasted. Extending the realest compassion for niggas that should have been fitted for caskets. How could you ever ignore the nigga who slept on the floor and was ready for war whenever it called? Better this weapon is drawn. Election is sure, edging this war. Front of projects of the Bronx. Now representing the Lord. The water for blessing us all.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk, everybody ain't with all that. Let bike on be. Boy, ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. Go ahead. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the profits, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fed, he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the props. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the problem. With step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses, I ain't no token when we got the flow. I ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep me slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. And she the prophets, that baby so below to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Hey, shalom, y'all, about Shemal Shabbat. Shema Thumb by Shemal Shai. Actually, Kentucky Tuesday Brotherhood class. Let's clap that up. ISUPK under Commander Johanna since 1969. We've been teaching the truth. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the chosen people of God, and the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks of. And tonight's class, what we're gonna talk about is how there's no such thing as the world being overpopulated. Because that is the rich people, of course, rich white people excuse like Bill Gates for terrorizing poor people. Let's just keep it real. That is the sole reason. Well, it's not true, but that is their logic. You know, that's why Bill Gates trying to come up with the factory-made meat. You know, they got shot down by Italy. He's trying to put fake ground beef in the stores so all the rich people can eat all the fresh ground beef. You know, you feel like poor people ain't doing nothing with the link anyway, but buying snacks. That's why they just stop the snacks. Can't buy snacks no more with the link card because they feel like it's just too many poor people.
Right.
You know, that's how they feel. They feel like just too many of us, you know, and we the ones that's gobbling up all the stuff. Ain't that some crazy shit?
It's like it said, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
They be the ones that really be taking advantage of the system like that, not us.
Yeah, they do. Brett Favre did it.
Right.
To build his daughter a gymnasium or something.
Right.
Like, goddamn, when you become so invested in that, you was a football player. Why the hell you care so much about a gymnasium? But as long as they could take from the poor people, it's like they not taking it.
Right.
Because they feel like we ain't supposed to get it anyway. They feel like if you poor in America, you know, that you a two-time loser then. When we all know to come up in America, you gotta be a little shiesty. You know, maybe a little poo shiesty, you know, that's no pun intended. Maybe you gotta put the poo in front of it and put on the ski mask. Because in America, that's the only way you get into the top. Like, it's very rare. So like, yeah, go ahead.
It's like, if I could, even the president of this United States grew up, you know what I'm saying? He came from a family of just griminess.
Right.
Great grandfather sold beer, liquor and whores. Daddy sold beer during and liquor during the prohibition. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got their money.
Yeah, that's how they got rich. That's how they got their wealth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let you be a bootlegger, you going to jail.
Yeah, a lot of these, you're gonna be like Claude and Ray. Real talk. You're gonna be like Claude and Ray fighting for your damn life. And you did nothing. You feel me? But no, real talk. That's how a lot of these Jewish people got rich. A lot of these Jewish people got rich, all illegal stuff. You know, and I'm not advocating for Hitler either. You know, he was a monster too. But he was in the right spirit because he knew that they was on some bullshit. And real talk, he went about it the wrong way. You know, I'm not telling nobody to go do that to Jewish people. You know, but he went. You know, he really thought he was doing the right thing because how they was oppressing him over there.
Right. And it's like if I can add to that, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, all them big, large banks like that got all their wealth from slavery.
Come on, stop it.
J.P. Morgan.
Yeah. Oh, and what he had a boat with what $200 million worth of cocaine, and magically disappeared. Nobody even talk about it no more.
And nobody went to jail. The cocaine disappeared.
Come on. Yeah. So it seemed like the rich people is the ones that's gobbling up all the resources, not poor people.
Right.
It's not the poor people. It seems like it's the rich. But if you can go to let's go to Ecclesiastes 5 and 8.
Count.
We'll start right there.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and the violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at that matter.
Right. And that's the thing. You feel me? That's the thing. We shouldn't marvel at the oppression of the poor. You feel me? Because they gonna get theirs that's coming. You know, a lot of people is joining in on the oppression. You know, they seen that white people had us in slavery, and the whole world wanted to join in on it. You know, they come over here and start businesses, and all. They was marveling at it. That's what the other nations did. Other nations, when they seen what the white man was doing with us over here, which came out as one of the most heinous crimes in history, and only 2 countries that voted against it was America and Israel. How ironic is that? The one that had us in slavery and the one that took our goddamn identity. Them the 2 people like, nah, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad, man. They just went through a couple lynchings. You know, some of them got whipped. Some of their women got raped, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as the Holocaust. You know? Even though that was a lot of that stuff was fabricated, but that's another topic, you know?
Right.
I leave that up to the history expert, you know, whenever you want to do it.
So like it's I remember hearing about no castrations during the Holocaust though.
Man.
No lynch mobs, no redlining. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Reconstruction.
Eminent domain.
Yeah. I ain't hear about none of that.
And the most crazy thing about it is why they can't compare theirs to ours is because they got a land to get separated from the people that was oppressing them.
And that was the next thing I was just gonna say that too. So
but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, it's the truth. That they got to separate. Everybody got to separate. Them Africans got to separate from Leopold, from Belgium, Portugal, wherever the hell he was from. That monster, that devil. You know, like everybody got to separate from the people that was oppressing them. But we the only ones still sitting here.
And that's why took back our 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah, and hold on, wait, go ahead. What you was gonna say?
No, it's like I was just saying they took back our 40 acres and a mule.
Oh, they didn't even want to give us the 48. Right. They could have gave us Texas or California. They didn't want to give us 40 acres. Real talk. And that's because what happened was people marveled at it. And not just the other nations, the white people here.
Right.
Feel me? So they like, nah, hell no, we can't get them no 40 acres. You know? We need to reconstruct this slavery just to make it look more civilized. Real talk. And that's what they did. And that's what our Lord say, marvel not at this. You see the poor being oppressed, don't glorify that.
For he that is higher than the highest regardeth.
Right. See, you always have to answer to somebody. You know, you see somebody oppressing somebody, that person that's doing the oppression is going to have to answer to somebody. But the problem is with this, like we were just saying, they was all in on it. So the higher it went, the more wicked it got. What they say, if you want to, what they say, if you want to find how do it go? You want to find a criminal, follow the drugs, but if you follow the money, you ain't no telling what you're gonna find. It's something like that. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like an old saying with criminal organizations. If you follow the money, ain't no telling what you're gonna like uncover. You know, you follow the drugs, you find the criminal, some goofy shit like that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is the thing about us is you keep following the next person to the next person, you see they all in cahoots. You know, this shit go all the way up to the United States government, like we found out with the crack cocaine epidemic and much more other organizations with all the COINTELPRO. It looked like it's just surface level, and then you keep following the next person to the next person, and you see this shit go all the way to the top. You know, and that was so wicked about what we going through, which is why no other incident, slavery, or whatever ever happened on this planet is bigger than what happened with the transatlantic slave trade, which is proof that we the chosen people of God, because that's what Moses said was gonna happen.
I think I got that quote for you. It's you follow the drugs, you get the drug addicts and drug dealers, but you start following the money and you don't know where the fuck is gonna take you.
There you go, man. Clap that up, my nigga. My nigga, because it was on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, man, I done heard this shit so many damn times, but I can't think of it. You feel me? But that's the point, the end part. You follow the money, shit. You politicians, presidents, you know, police officers. You start finding out everybody involved in this shit. Real talk. And that's what this scripture is talking about. Like, you feel me? For he that is higher than the highest regard of, like, basically somebody, you always have to answer to somebody. but it's so wicked that the people that they answering to is in on the shit.
Right. And that's crazy too, because the same people that start the so-called war on drugs is the ones that's bringing the drugs in.
Damn right. Still is right now.
But they want to blame it on the cartels in Venezuela and all the Hispanic people. No, y'all bring this shit in. Y'all let them bring it in. If they is bringing it in, y'all let them do it.
Yeah, they the first part of that saying. You follow the drugs, you find drug dealers and that. They that first part. But the government is that second part. When you follow the money, you don't know where it's gonna take you.
Right.
And they'll be higher than they.
Right. And the thing about it is, like I said, somebody gonna have to always answer to somebody. But what you don't understand is the more higher you go, is you're gonna end up having to answer to the Most High. You hear me? You keep running up the chain and it keep getting more wicked. And this one of these people is gonna have to answer to the Most High, and that is the United States, North America, Babylon, Rome, whatever you want to call it, Egypt, reincarnated, Sodom and Gomorrah. They is gonna have to answer. You feel me? For the oppression of the poor. I was like, we're going all the way to verse 10.
Verse 9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all.
Right. The profit of the earth is for all. It's no such thing as the world being overpopulated to where you got to make lab meat in a lab that we don't know what the hell it's made out of. They already just came out, which we've been brought out. I forgot when that was. That was done like a year ago when we brought out how the bacon it causes cancer. When they try to make it seem like it's some mysterious thing that just happens and we don't know where it come from. No, it is bacon, pork. You feel me? So if pork causes cancer, what the hell is lab meat gonna cause? And then poor people don't have the money to pay for cancer because your medical insurance don't even cover that shit. If you got Medicaid or Medicare, you for damn sure ain't being covered for no cancer treatment. That shit gonna have to come out of pocket. And if you got good ass insurance, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, all that stuff, you still gonna have to come out of pocket for cancer as a certain amount. It's like somebody says something.
I just wanted to add that and it's gonna keep going like that too, because you know the saying it ain't no profit in the cure.
Right. Oh hell no, ain't no money in that. That's why Dr. Sebi was turned into a god. You know, because he was giving everybody hope that we could just eat some broccoli and cough out a tumor. I'm sorry, Dr. Sebi, but it just don't go like that. Right. You know, we live in a wicked place. You need some medicine. No, I'm just keeping it real. You're gonna need some medicine. It's just they don't want to give us the damn medicine. You feel me? All these herbs and plants is what medicines is made out of. But you know, they don't want to give it to us when they could. Come on, man, stop. It wouldn't hurt their pockets.
They damn sure got it.
It wouldn't hurt their pockets none. They just fucking greedy, man. They so greedy they don't want to give us the medicine that's made out of the earth. You feel me? Hey, if you could, you get that one? I think it's in Ecclesiasticus, ISUPK, where it say the medicines is I think it says that medicines made out of the earth, something like that. And the only reason why I'm bringing that out is just because it's just real silly to think that we can't all get free healthcare. You know, that don't even make no sense. And the Bible is even talking about that, how the profit of the earth is for all. This is for everybody. Yeah. You know, all these medicines, all this food, you feel me? All this stuff that's supposed to nourish your body, that's supposed to save you, help you live a long life. All this stuff is for everybody, the rich and the poor. This ain't just for the rich. The people that can afford cancer treatment, this shit supposed to be for everybody.
I got it.
Con, you go ahead.
Con, this is Ecclesiasticus 38:4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
Right. The Lord made it. He made medicines out of the earth. So we know that all the medicines in the pharmacy and stuff, it all comes from some type of plant or some type of fish guts or something. You know? It comes out of the earth. It's not just made out of thin air in the lab with chemicals. The base of it comes from out of the earth.
And he that is wise will not abhor them.
Right. And he that is wise will not abhor them, which is talking about to abuse, to do something wrongfully. you know. And there's two things you could do wrongfully with the medicine out of the earth. You can abuse your body with it, or you can abuse the poor with it. You feel me? Instead of giving it to the poor, you abusing them by telling them they can't afford this medicine and they gotta die. That's abuse when it's supposed to be given to them. You know, it's supposed to be universal health care throughout the whole planet because all of these medicines is made out of the earth. But instead, they just say it's overpopulated. We'd rather throw you in jail. That's what we do. We're gonna build more prisons and less schools. You know. So like that's all I had on that one though. If you want to go back to the one you got, Hardman.
Come. Hey, so like it, sir. Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead. What
you just said was so heavy. They rather put you in jail.
Come.
And medical treatment in jail is like $7.50 out of your canteen.
Damn. So it's cheaper. It's cheaper to go to jail and just get some medical stuff done.
That's crazy work right there.
You break your arm, you just pretend it ain't broke, go to jail, and then say you broke it enough. Man, that's crazy as hell. You know, somebody should definitely do a damn study on that. Real talk. That's evil and wicked as hell.
Right. Hey, it's like it's too. If I could add something to it, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know all these weed heads talking about our weed come from the earth. Weed is a medicine. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for you to smoke every goddamn day and thinking it's giving you artistic creation.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make you rap better. It didn't make you paint better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Poppy seeds, they come from the earth too. But once you start snorting cocaine, I'll go out the window.
Yeah.
All them medicines go out the window. So, like you said, it's a fine line. You know what I'm saying? You got to use them medicines that do come from the earth. Like the poppy seed or the marijuana plant or things like that, you got to use them as the doctor prescribes it to you, not just you can't prescribe it damn self.
Right. Damn right. Yeah,
you get this 8-ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
They call it drug abuse.
Right.
You're abusing it, and that's what the Lord just said you can't do. You cannot avoid it.
Right.
You hear me? That which means to abuse it. Real talk.
And the king himself is served by the field.
Right. The king himself is served by the field. You feel me? It's not just for him. It's supposed to go from him all the way down. The prophet of the earth is for all. You feel me? And even the king is served by the field. His stuff ain't some magical special stuff he get. It's coming out of the same field the poor people in. You know? So how they good enough to work in the field, but they not good enough to receive the benefits of it, but only the king can, it don't even make no sense. You know, and basically what the white man has done, they didn't crown themselves kings. All these rich white people like Bill Gates, he deal with computers. I don't know why he's over all this medicine and food and stuff. When he deal with computers, he was the computer geek.
Right.
They couldn't get no women, so he had to go to Epstein Island. Even as a Salakia, even as a billionaire, Bill Gates had to go to Epstein Island to get some box, man.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? He was on the island playing with the wrong type of computer box. You hear me? That's not the box he's supposed to have been playing with. You hear me? Real talk. That's what they call it, illegal hard drive or some shit. You hear me? Hijacking, high wiring. You feel me? Whatever you want to call it, but it was illegal. You hear me?
Good night.
He was rich as hell, and that's what he had to do. He's a computer geek trying to tell us about medicine and food. That don't even make sense. You feel me? But they crowned themselves kings. All these white people did. All these rich billionaires.
Verse 10. He that loveth silver should not be satisfied with silver.
Right. You love money. You love abundance, increase. You feel me? You ain't gonna never be satisfied with it. It's never gonna stop. You're never gonna have enough money. You know what you can do with $10 million. A person with $1 billion, you could do the same thing. If you make 10 million, if you got $10 million in the bank, you don't owe no IRS like Mayweather, none of that shit. This is your money. You can spend it how you want. You can do the same thing somebody with $1 billion can. You feel me? And that's the reason why when they get so rich, they just stop buying designer clothes. Because it becomes like it's nothing. You feel me? But one thing you will never stop being satisfied with is increase. It just will never stop. You feel me? That's just sad human nature.
No, he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity.
Right? It's usually you doing it for nothing. You feel me? You a billionaire, you should stop right there. It should be a cap. You feel me? It should be a cap on how much you can make in this kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You make $1 trillion, nigga. That number don't even exist. They say Elon Musk is about to be the first trillionaire. The money don't even exist. Somebody that make $10 million can do the same thing Elon Musk is doing. You could buy a Bugatti, you could buy a mansion, you could buy land, you could do the same shit. Own a skyscraper if you want. So what's the point of you running up all that money when you got people out here starving?
Right.
You know? Instead, what you're gonna do is say you can't buy candy on your link. Man, we living in an evil place.
Right.
It's an evil place where they say, yeah, you could be a trillionaire, but you can't buy candy with your link because your kid wants some snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christ got to come back. He has to. Real talk. And that's why we do these classes. We go to camp. We go to events. Shit. We build brotherhood because we need Christ to come back. Otherwise, these white people have crowned themselves kings, and we is going to be at the bottom forever, and we don't deserve it. We the best people that ever walked this place of this earth. Face of this earth, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians is the best.
Hey, it's like you, sir. That's crazy. You say that. You say a man make $1 trillion, but can't buy food with a link, can't buy candy with a link card.
Crazy.
Remember, we just talking about healthcare. Nigga, I made maybe just a couple $100 more than the cutoff line. I can't even get Medicaid, Medicare.
Yeah,
but to pay for insurance costs way too goddamn much.
Yeah, you done. I wish you just make a little less so you could get the Medicare. I went through
that same.
When I first started slaving, I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm used to having Medicaid where I ain't got to pay no copay. You know? Now it's like, man, you got to pay a copay with everything you do. Like, damn. I know how you feel. Real talk. And the reason why they came up with the copay is just so they don't have to give free healthcare to people. Because most people are going to be like, you know what? I'd rather not just have no healthcare because then I ain't got to pay the copay. Like, that's what most people would rather do. They'll just say, look, I ain't got to pay this copay. At least I ain't got to do that. But they started that copay because they knew people was going to not want the shit. Because people would rather just be able to do that shit for free. Real talk. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people is poor off just the stuff like that. All the stuff that's put in place like that.
Right.
You know, a lot of people is poor because they like, you know what? I don't want to lose my Section 8. I don't want to lose my low income. You know, I don't want to lose the free daycare I get. A lot of people is choosing to be poor, you feel me, because of stuff like that. Like they done did so much psychological trauma on us to where we don't even want to get out of poverty.
And it's like it's a lot of them things in other countries is free, like healthcare, school, daycare, all them in other countries, shit like that is free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just they call this land of the free, home of the brave. This is the greatest country. Where?
Yeah. And
make America great again. Shit, what the fuck does that even mean? When was America ever great?
And
but besides the obvious, you know what I'm saying?
Before white folks got here.
Before white folks, hey.
Yeah. And I just want to make myself clear. We anything free they giving,
diseases anyway.
Anything free they giving, we taking it.
Absolutely.
I'll let you know. I just don't want to cause no confusion. I don't give a what it is. They giving some free shit out, nigga. We taking it.
I'm telling you.
But I'm just talking about like on a majority standards. Like it's a lot of people that, you know, black women, Hispanic women, they're just like, you know, I got these kids, I got stuff going on. So they choosing that. When the white man know he can put in programs and stuff. That's why I just need to be a more righteous leader. That's all I'm saying. Need to be a more righteous leader. The white man has done a terrible job leading the free world. You feel me? Real talk. But yeah, you could drop that if I could. Let's go to Leviticus 25 and 4.
Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 4. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land.
Right. So what the white man don't even know is that the land's supposed to get rest. I don't think he knows that. about crops and got nobody to stuff. Not saying that's the only thing the Mexicans can do, because they are an amazing group of people that does a lot of work for the world. You feel me? A lot of stuff wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Mexicans. But we know that illegal immigrants, they use them to go pick the crops and stuff. You feel me? So, but what the white man don't know is that the land is supposed to get a rest, which is what Sabbath means, rest. On the 7th year, the land is supposed to rest. You're not supposed to do nothing to it. All the stuff that's growing, the plants, the vegetables, you just leave it alone.
And Slacker, sir, could I add something to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This scripture's so heavy, you brought this out, and how you said white folks ain't even knew this, but George Washington Carver knew it. He actually taught white folks that peanuts actually replenish the soil.
God damn.
But they want to treat him in Black History Month like he's a joke, like, oh, he had peanuts and peanut butter. But what they don't tell you is that he taught white folks how to replenish the soil with the peanut.
They ain't even know that. So they leave that out. They just make it seem like he made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right.
And it's like,
that's heavy. That's heavy, Hallmark.
Wasn't he castrated?
So I'm not sure. It's a lot of it. I'm not sure.
I want to say
they was hating on him hard though. They was hating on him real hard because he invented a lot of stuff with that with them peanuts. A lot of stuff. It wasn't just peanut butter. He invented a lot of stuff like that. What you just talking about? Even showing them how to replenish the soil with it.
And thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard.
Right.
Verse 5.
It's like we're going all the way to 7.
Come. Verse 5. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap, neither gather the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land.
Just leave it alone. This is what Moses is saying. Moses telling the children of Israel, who's supposed to run the planet, was supposed to teach everybody how to properly run their land that they living in, is just to leave everything alone on that 7th year. On that 7th year, just leave everything alone. For 6 years, get everything. You know, the grapes growing, pick it. You got the apples, all that stuff. The watermelon, get it. You feel me? Get it. But on that 7th year, that shit, you gotta leave that shit alone. And all you gotta do is at the end of the 6th year, just make sure you gather enough stuff to last. You feel me? Gather enough stuff to last. That's all you gotta do.
Verse 6. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you.
Oh, wait. And it say, for it is a year, for it is a year of rest unto the land. The land has to rest, Mr. White Man. Like the brother was bringing out about George Washington Carver, teaching them about that. You feel me? The land has to rest. You cannot just take, and then now you want to blame the population. We too overpopulated. When you just don't know how to run this place because you're too greedy.
Right.
Verse 6. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you.
Right. And this is going to be meat. This strength. It's going to be strength for us. You might, and the reason why he had to break this down, because the common person will just think like, no, nigga, we need to pick the stuff because we got to eat. You feel me? When no, you're supposed to do it on the 6th year. That 6 years when you're supposed to stock up. Stock up on all your favorite stuff. Because on this 7th year, we're going to have to let this land rest so it can give more strength to us.
For thee and for thy servant and for thy maid and for thy hired servant and for thy stranger that sojourneth with thee.
Right, because we got hospitality. And we not a damn tyrant like the white man is, making you work overtime and you ain't got time to spend with your kids. We ain't like that. This strength ain't just for me. It's for the servant, the maid, the hired servant, and for the stranger that's sojourning in our land. This is to benefit all of us. You know why? Because what we read earlier, the profit of the earth is for all. Feel me? The profit of the earth is for all, not just for the king. It's supposed to benefit all of us. White man's an idiot. That's gonna be my new slang in camp this year. I ain't saying the white man is devil. I'm saying the white man is an idiot.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt, sir.
The white man the devil. I think that ain't got too cliche to where they don't even hear us when we say it at camp no more. Now, I'm gonna just come. The white man is an idiot. You are clearly destroying this place we call Earth. You are destroying it, man.
Verse 7. And for thy cattle and for thy beasts that are in the land.
It's gonna help strengthen the animals too. This ain't gonna just help us. This gonna help strengthen the animals, man. Come on, man, stop it. You want stronger cows and bulls and goats and sheep? We keep, and then you know what? Don't we always say this meat don't taste like how it used to taste back in the day? You know, these burgers used to taste a little juicier. These steaks used to be a little better. Why this stuff don't taste as good as it used to? The white man's the devil. And he don't understand that the land's supposed to rest even for the cattle. You feel me? Since he thinking that overpopulation is the cure. We need to kill people and throw them in jail. No, how about you just let the land rest for a year? You feel me? Every 7th year, you're supposed to just let the land rest. How about that? You know, then maybe everything could get back right how it's supposed to be as far as the crops and the animals and stuff like that. Maybe the birds will stop going extinct, you know? Maybe that's why all these animals going extinct, because they ain't got no strength. They ain't got no strength because of you just gobbling everything up every year.
Shall all the increase thereof be meat?
Right, be strength. That's their strength. Real talk. Yep. White man don't understand nothing but greed. That's all he do. Understand nothing but greed. But if I could, you could drop that. Let's go to Deuteronomy 12, and we'll start at 15.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 15. Notwithstanding, thou mayest kill and eat the flesh in all thy gates, whatsoever thy soul lust after.
Right. Hold on. Wait. So now this is letting them know that you don't have to just go to the temple for meat. You know, everything don't have to be an offering to the Lord. You could just eat that shit in your crib. Because remember, this when we coming out of Egypt. You know, we're coming out of Egypt. We in the wilderness, all that. So Moses just letting them know that you don't have to sacrifice every meat. You know, you can eat it in your house with your family and stuff like that too.
According to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee.
Right. So of course he's talking about the animals that's clean, which he already broke down in Leviticus, I think the 11th chapter. What's clean. So he's saying, of course, what's clean, whatever you lust after that's clean, that the Lord have given thee.
The unclean and the clean may eat thereof.
Right. The unclean, that's talking about the unclean person. Because of course an unclean person can't go into the temple. But that's the topic of what this is talking about. So he letting them know in your crib though, somebody that's unclean and the clean people, y'all all can eat that.
As of the roebuck and as of the hart.
I think that's deer and I forget what the heart is, but they clean animals, both of them. You go ahead, we're going all the way to 16.
Come, verse 16. Only ye shall not eat the blood.
Right. So when you cut the animal, can't eat the blood. Of course, this is how we know that the Israelites is black people, because black people hate bloody meat. Black people, if you go to a restaurant with a black person and get steak, they're gonna say, give me my shit well done with extra seasoning. And they're gonna be sitting there chewing on that piece of steak for the whole time. You feel me? Because black people just hate blood. Now, that's the only thing about steak I would say you probably want to get it medium well, you know. Let's say you could chew it a little bit. It's all right, black people. Don't nobody take me to counsel in that. It's like,
and if I could, that little in the mediums, that little red stuff that come out, like the little red juice, that's not blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I forget what it's called.
Go ahead, break it down to them, because they people is.
But I forget what it's called. So like, what's that red stuff called? I forget what it's called, but it's not blood. That little, right. It's that little red juice. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Yeah, but no, that's true though. You feel me? But that's how you know that white people is not the Israelites, because they love bloody meat, which Esau did. You know, so people be like, "Oh, Esau say he was red and hairy." So that mean everybody was, man, just shut up. I don't do semantics and I don't do eisegesis, but I do know logic. I do know logic, and it say Esau loved it, that red pottage. And only people today that love red bloody meat is white people. You feel me? I'm not a dummy. So you can play word games all you want. You can't run from that. There ain't no running from that. You can run from the red and hairy. Oh, that didn't mean this. All right, okay. If that's what you believe, well, break that down to red pottage, because there's only one person eating that.
Right. That now the red stuff that come out that rare state, the rare state, that's blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the medium well, or the medium well in that range, that little red juice it's not blood. What a simple Google search says is primarily a combination of water and myoglobin, a protein that stores in oxygen in the muscle cells that gives meat its red color.
Boom, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So that little red juice in that medium state, black folks, it's not blood. The rare one, the red stuff that come out, that's blood. But if you get medium to medium well or well done, the medium well, that red stuff isn't blood.
Right. And there you go.
I wish to get my medium well anyway. I like medium well too, black people.
And they say we don't believe in science.
Science all throughout the Bible.
Real talk. Sly, you go ahead, Armand.
Come. Ye shall pour it upon the earth as water.
Right. You shall pour it on the earth as water. Blood is water for the earth. Something the white man don't know. The white man's an idiot, man.
Right.
This is why you shouldn't cremate. You put the body in the ground. That's what you're supposed to do. All the dead flesh, the blood from the flesh, waters the earth. And why the white man don't know that? Because he's an idiot. The white man's an idiot. It's right there in the Bible that you're supposed to earth. Has a really high case of nitrogen. You feel me? And nitrogen is essential for life and vital and industrial applications. That's what the whole purpose of nitrogen is. It say, hold on, what else it say? It say nitrogen is 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. God damn. And that's all in the blood. Of course, we brought that out in another class, that life is in the blood. I remember we broke that down. Right. But that is what you're supposed to do with the blood. You're supposed to pour it on the ground. Y'all cremating the bodies, burning it up, drinking the blood, and your satanic rituals and stupid shit. You're supposed to pour it on the ground. You wonder why the oil is, you wonder why you ain't got no oil? Why you got to fight Iran? It's because you all the damn cremation. You feel me? All the damn birds and stuff going to extinct. Or all the animals, you're eating them up because you won't let the land rest for a whole year on the 7th year. And you wonder why you ain't got no oil and no natural resources. Because you're so goddamn greedy, you're supposed to let the blood water the earth. Goddamn idiot.
Hey, so like it, sir, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
You dropping bars tonight, sir.
Oh, damn, I'm saying crazy. So like,
if anybody know anything about fertilization, like fertilizing land,
yeah.
You use blood, you use fertilizer in layman's term, like shit. Use blood, shit, and ashes. That's what all makes that land fertile and it helps grow your crops.
Yeah.
Any farmer would tell you that.
Yeah. That's a fact. Real talk. But they don't even understand letting the land rest for 7 years. And that's gonna stick with me for a long time. Real talk. Because that's all they needed to motherfucking do. Damn, Slocky, whatever. That's all they needed to do. You know, but they worried about the people. Instead of worrying about being, what's that term? Husbandry. Instead of worrying about husbandry, they worried about poor people because they hate poor people so much. When poor people is what made them rich. Poor people the one made you rich. Going to go buy your computers and your gym shoes and whatever else you're selling, your CDs and stuff. The poor people was making you rich, but you hate them so much. You would think to give back to them. That's what you would think.
Right.
You would think the rich people say, you know what? Let's just spend $100 million on poor people. What's something they suffering at? Something they might need. Let's go spend $100 million to, you know, so they don't want to come take our money and come eat us and whatever. You feel me? And of course, when I say eat us, I'm talking about like, you know, rob them and shit like that.
Hey, so like I said, let's have you say that because when the rich folks was looking at like the Irish and the Italians and all them other white folks that was poor, gangsters, and you know what I'm saying, run around doing all type of mischief stuff.
Right.
They said, well, what can we do for them? Let's get them jobs. Yes. They created many jobs for them. Let's get them jobs. Let's let them do this. Let's let them do that. Get them jobs. Let them make money. Let them fend for themselves. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to black and Hispanic people, fuck them.
Yeah,
and they gave them by the bootstrap.
They gave the Irish the fire department, and they gave the Italians the police force.
Police state, right?
And that's the reason why black people was terrorized by both of them. To where black people had to invent the EMS system with the ambulance and stuff like that up in Pittsburgh, because the fire department was neglecting them and the police. Real talk, because they Irish and Italian mobsters with uniforms on now.
Right.
Real talk. But if I could, you could drop that. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 43.
Okay. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
Right, and that's what happened. Feel me? These people was around us. They knew we was the chosen people of God, and the Lord left him. He left these nations around us so we can know war, so we can know how to fight, so we can stay on our toes, so we'll never, get sweet or not be able to fight against them. You feel me? But they end up getting high above us because we sinned against the Lord. They were supposed to stay around us so we can know war. So we can have servants, people serving us. But instead, we became their servants.
And thou shalt come down very low.
Right. We in a very low state. But even in our very low state, we still shining brighter than them. That's why people always try to bring up the Bloods and the Crips and the bitches stripping. Because they know that's the only leg they can stand on when it comes to black people. If you take away the Bloods and the Crips and the bitches stripping and twerking and all the video, if you take those three things away, black people is the greatest people on this earth. We the most influential people on this earth. If you take away those three things, and they know that. That's why they have to use stereotypes and statistics that's not real to downplay us.
Right.
The per capita.
Right, that per capita word kill me. That should kill me every time.
Verse 44, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right, and that's a fact. He lending to us, but we don't lend to him, We the ones got to take out loans from them, and they not lending it back. Our credit score going down, going up, going down, going up. It's a curse. It's a curse that Moses said was going to happen if we don't keep the commandments. That's why he get to decide on if we eat real ground beef or lab meat. If we get a vaccine or if we don't. We get health care or we don't. That's why he get to decide, because this is a curse from the Lord.
And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right, and that's the reason why when white people speak, people just believe them. Charlie Kirk was like that. He was just talking. None of that shit he said was true.
Right.
But the only reason why he was able to do that is because we sin against the Lord. And that's the thing we got to understand, is that that's the reason for everything. When you think of anything the white man does that might amaze you a little bit, you got to understand that that's because we sin against the Lord. It's not because he's great. It's the same man that was living in the caves walking on all fours. Right. The Lord lifted this man up so he can oppress us. And now he's the head and we the tail. But nothing that this man does is great. And that's why when you also dig into all the stuff he do, you see it was black people that really helped him, and he just took credit for it.
Right.
You know, so now 20, 30 years later, we looking like, damn, the white man is so great. He invented this and he ain't did shit. But he's the head and we the tail. The tail has, you know, a vital thing for the body. I think it keep away all type of flies and all kind of stuff. You hear me? The tail has something that it does, but the head get the credit because it's the brain and it is looked at as so prestigious. You know, so we doing stuff in this place the same way a tail does stuff and it's not being seen. That's us. You know, we doing stuff in this place. We the reason that why this place is running, but it's not being seen because the white man is the head. He's the face, basically. He the face of everything. That's why he taking all our inventions and claiming it for himself.
Hey, Slakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So now we kind of just saying that this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Slakia. But when you kind of say that, you know, like on a lizard, if you step on a lizard's tail, the tail will fall off, but the head will keep going. Is that kind of like what this is saying right here? Like you know what I'm saying? Even though we the salt, we do everything, we make this place run. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil get all the credit. You can step on that tail, knock it off, it's gone, but the head still keep on going. Is that kind of saying that?
Nah, what it's saying is exactly this: that the white man is going to be the face, while we is really the instrument that's making everything work. You feel me? And the reason why I'm saying that is because what we doing is not seen like a tail. You feel me? You don't really know exactly what a tail's job is for the body. You know, each animal got different reasons. Some of them is mostly the same, but it's an instrument for the body for sure. Otherwise, the Lord wouldn't have never created animals with a tail. But the head is what you see. That's the face of everything. Just like when we was in slavery in Egypt. They was the face, we was the backbone. We was the one made it great. Joseph made it great. The slaves in Egypt made it great. You know, Assyria, Persia, Babylon, Rome. You know, they was the face of it, but we was the ones putting in work, but you just didn't see us. You know, we didn't get the credit for it, just like a tail.
Hey, so like it, sir. A lizard without its tail only lives like between up to a year without its tail.
Right.
So that's why I was trying to see if that comparison worked, but if not, that's cool.
Nah. It's just saying that they gonna be the face of everything, and we gonna be the ones putting in work, doing stuff, but we ain't gonna get the credit for it.
Okay.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Right, and that's what's going on right now. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we destroyed in this place, and it's the curses because we sin against the Lord.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Right. We ain't want to listen to what the Lord said to do. Put us in slavery. You know, put us at the bottom of all these people.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Right, and that's how we know that the children of Israel is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because of the curses. Because all the bad stuff that's happening in the Bible to the Israelites is happening to us. Happening to us. That's why they took the Apocrypha out of the Bible. You feel me? They took the Apocrypha out of the Bible because these slaves is going to be able to correlate with this that's going on. You know, this Apocrypha is about vengeance and, you know, redemption. No, we don't need them to be reading that stuff. We need them to be reading about love, not redemption. You know, and these curses is a sign and a wonder. That's how we know we the children of Israel. Ain't nobody else going through this stuff. Everybody else got their own land, and they're not the tail, they the head. You know, The East Indians, they got their own country, their own gods, all kind of stuff. Africans too. You feel me? All these different white countries, the Arab countries, they all got their own land. You feel me? They not under no curses. Only people under curses is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now they might be under a form of submission because of the white man runs the planet. He got all the bombs and nukes, but they not under curses. You know, they not under complete curses like we is.
And upon thy seed forever.
Right, forever. This is gonna be on the children forever. You know, our children is going through this stuff. You know, our grandmama, granddaddies, they went through this stuff. The same stuff we went through. You know, nothing new under the sun. We the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So yeah, you could drop that. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1.
Count. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man, there is no remedy.
Right, and this is what the ungodly is saying. You feel me? The ungodly feel like that their life is short. You know, you don't really get to live a long life. And in the death, there's no remedy. It's nothing I could do to bring myself back. Well, the Rothschilds they're for damn sure trying it with all these heart surgeries.
Right.
You feel me? The Rothschild, I mean, that man had 50 heart surgeries. I don't need it. Where you getting all these hearts from? Because I thought the waiting list was like at least 5 years.
Unless you're a billionaire.
Right, unless you a billionaire, trillionaire almost. That's damn right. They found a remedy.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right. So they say like a man, he's not returning from the grave. Once he's dead, he's dead. He's never coming back. It's over. This is what the wicked is saying. Because they basically plotting together to say, well, since this is how it is, life is so short, you're never coming back. You might as well just go ahead and take and live and live it up. Go ahead. We're going all the way to 7.
Verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been.
Right. We ain't coming back. Shit, we might. I'm telling you, that's why these people is living so wicked. You know, they living so lustful because they don't even think they coming back. They feel like this is it. You know.
For the breath in our nostrils is smoke, and there's a little spark in the movement of our heart.
Right. The breath in our nostrils is smoke. It's gonna come and go. It's here now, and in a minute it's gonna be gone. You feel me? We gonna be here now, and in a minute we gonna be out of here. We ain't gonna be breathing no more.
Verse 3. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned to ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Right. So basically what they doing is making an excuse to why they so wicked. And this is still happening right now. Right now, the Rothschilds, the 13% of people that own all the wealth, they are doing this right now. This is their excuse why to be so wicked. Why, you know, it's so overpopulated. It's too many people. We need more resources. We need more land. We need more this, more that. We need more money. You know, we need to charge more in taxes. Because they feel like that they only live one life anyway. So they might as well just take. This is the excuses that rich people and wicked people make for why they oppress the poor the way they do.
Verse 4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance.
Right. Nobody gonna remember this stuff we about to do. Epstein Island, nobody's gonna remember that. You know, nobody gonna remember the Diddy parties. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna remember take that. Nobody gonna remember that. You feel me? It's Nobody go. This is what all these wicked people. This is the excuse they make to do this stuff. If you ever wondered, like, why do these people do this stuff? Like, are they retarded or something? No, they didn't made it up in their head that this is it. You know what Drake say? You only live once. That's the motto, nigga. YOLO. That is why they do this stuff, because they don't think they coming back. When whole time, nigga, that's the circle of life, nigga. Little do they know, that's the circle of life.
And our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed in a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
Right, and that's just so wicked to even make it sound poetic like that. And they, you know, to do that is to make people want to follow you. You feel me? To make the other rich people join in on it, like the rich people do right now. They come up with all these damn sayings and have this stuff printed up real elegant, so all other rich people can, you know, agree. Like, yeah, that's right. That's right. It is too much population. You know, the poor people are the problem. Yeah, they are. They just gobble up everything. They keep having babies they can't take care of. They word this stuff real good to make these laws go in effect to oppress poor people more. And that's what they doing right now. They wording this real good to make other wicked rich people join in on what they want to do.
Verse 5. For our time is very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Right, and that's the problem. And Christ said it the best. You err not knowing the scriptures. You err not knowing that you come back. Like, y'all they made this promise to each other about all this wickedness y'all about to do because you ain't coming back. Just forget the law, forget the commandments, forget all that. Because they ain't coming back anyway. You think the pastors really believe they better go sit up there with God? Hell no. Trump even said he know he ain't going to heaven. You feel me? This they know this. So they like, shit, I'm here on earth. I might as well just live it up. You feel me? I ain't coming back here no way. So whatever happens, whatever destruction I cause on my way out, I mean, it is what it is.
Verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in you.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They want to enjoy the good things that are present. You feel me? They want to take everything that's good. They don't want poor people to have none of this. You feel me? They don't want the poor people to have none of. They want to use everything up. You know, they don't want you to have access to no resources unless they decide to give it to you. When we know from reading earlier, the profit of the earth is for all.
Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointment, and let no flower of the spring pass us by.
Right. Let us get drunk. You feel me? That's what we're going to do. We're going to fill ourselves with costly wine. We're going to get drunk. You feel me? That's what we're going to do. And we ain't going to let a flower of the spring pass by. Which basically means anything that grows out of the ground, we take it. Anything that pops up out of the ground is ours. Any woman we see that's beautiful, she's mine. You feel me? Any business, anything that I see, I want it. And I'm wicked and I'm not coming back anyway. So who the hell gonna stop me?
Right.
Black people, y'all want to make y'all own city? We taking it. We know we had y'all in slavery, so what? Who cares? I'm not coming back anyway. You feel me? That's the mind of the wicked. That anything they see that pop up, they want a piece of it. You feel me? And if they can't get a piece of it, then they just gonna take it all from you. Like we talking about with eminent domain. You feel me? They just tell you we want to build a railroad and never build a railroad.
Right.
We want to build a highway and never build a highway. That's a so-called white man. It's anything he see that pops up. You feel me? He wants it. He's taking it. He's not letting a flower of the spring pass by without taking it out the ground. And that's the reason why they keep complaining about the population. It ain't the population, it's them. The world ain't overpopulated. It's just you just wicked as hell.
Right.
And you won't let a spring of, you want to let a flower of the spring pass by without you taking it. Real talk. All right, so you could drop that if I could. You can go to Job 12 and 23.
The book of Job, chapter 12, verse 23. He increaseth the nations.
Right. That's what the Lord do. He increases the nation. These white people bragging about how they black people only 13% of the population and they the majority. You an idiot. Because you don't even know that the Lord did that on purpose. you think it's because you great. The white man is such a base creature, he don't even understand how the Lord works. You know? You don't even understand how the Lord works. This is what the Lord do. He raising you up, dummy. If you ever get into, if you got a country that's populating and you know it's filled with wickedness, nigga, you should be scared. You shouldn't be proud. You should learn from Egypt. You feel me? You should have learned from Rome, from Greece, that nigga, they was all wicked and they was increasing. And then they end up getting destroyed.
And destroyed them.
Right.
He enlargeth the nations and straighteneth them
Right.
Straighteneth them again.
Right. That's what the Lord do. He enlarges the nations, you know, and then he straighten them again. You feel me? This is black. That's how black people talk. I'm gonna straighten you out.
It's like,
you feel me? This is black people talking.
Get some
right
straightening.
It's like, go ahead.
Oh, it's like, so I just said get some straightening.
Yeah, what the Migos say, ain't nothing get straight but straightening.
Right.
They did a whole song about it. You feel me? Salaki. But the Lord, like I'm saying, like these people, they are rise and fall, and don't understand that it's the Lord doing it. These nations keep rising and falling, and then the Lord is just gonna straighten them out again.
Right.
That's all that's gonna happen. The Roman Empire fell and then rose again. You feel me? With the Roman Catholic Church, it wasn't because now y'all about to get it right. It was because the Lord about to straighten y'all again. You feel me? You didn't rebirth the Greek and the Roman Empire. The Lord about to straighten y'all out again, like he did last time.
Verse 24. He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth.
Right.
And causeth them to wander in a wilderness where there is no way.
Right. And that's what the Lord will do. He'll take away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth. These people was ruling I ain't gonna say the whole planet because they are now, but at the time it was, of course, you know what, from North Africa to East Asia. You feel me? The Romans and the Greeks, they was running all that shit. And then the Lord caused them to wander in the wilderness. You feel me? They went from ruling all the known world to now being cavemen. You feel me? To living in the goddamn caves. You feel me? A base animalistic people. Because that's what the Lord will do. Shit, he did it to us. Shit. We the chosen people. God came out of Egypt and been in slavery ever since. You feel me? The Lord will do that. You feel me? Because it's up to him.
Verse 25. They grope in the dark without light.
Right.
And he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man.
Right. That's what the Lord could do to chief people. You feel me? They could be walking around like they can't even see. You feel me? Walking around like a drunken man. Just can't never get right. Can't never what they say, pull yourself up by your bootstrap. This is what the Lord could do. So the white man should be more humble. if he know his history. You know, maybe Bill Gates should, he should do some more reading. You know, maybe they should do some more reading on other empires and how they failed. And then they was walking around like a drunken man. They was walking around like they was in the dark without light. Like they couldn't see. And then the Lord, he rose them up again, and now he about to straighten y'all out again. But the arrogancy of the white man, he can't even see that. He can't even see that he's basically submitting, on a dotted line why the white man needs to be extinct. He don't even know that that's what he's doing. He's submitting it and not even knowing it. Because he keep doing the same thing over and over. All right, so you could drop that. Let's go to let me see. Go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 13 and 22.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17, verse 22. The alms of a man is as a signet with you.
Now, Ecclesiasticus 13 and 22.
Oh, it's like 13 and 22.
No, you too wild.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13, verse 22. When a rich man is fallen, he had many helpers.
Right. Got many helpers. Donald Trump pardoning everybody that was on his side. Feel me? He got 34 felonies. Somehow he became president. Bill Gates on Epstein Island. Feel me? But somehow he's not in jail. Rich man got many helpers.
He speaketh things not to be spoken.
Right. He's speaking stuff you ain't even supposed to say. You feel me?
And yet men justify him.
Right. Donald Trump say a lot of stupid shit. This man said that, that's fake news. He said, yeah, it was supposed to be me as a doctor, but, fake news said it was me as Jesus. So that's, just, and everybody believed it. Everybody like, that wasn't, he was trying to be a doctor to help Jeffrey Epstein come back from the dead. Get your dumb ass out of here. That's what happened when rich people speak. People just believe him. White man just say some shit and you like, yeah, he white. You gotta believe him. Oh, he's a liar. He's just rich.
The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too.
Right. A poor man, he slipped. He do something that's just a little bit ain't right. He getting rebuked. You hear me? You ain't got a poor man. You have no room for error in this place. If you poor, you better be squeaky clean and perfect. Because if not, nigga, you going to jail. You getting your business took. You ain't planning no movies no more like Jonathan Majors. He run down the street from the white girl. And he can't play in no movies no more. Cat Williams said, nigga, in 1 minute you can be Cain the Conqueror, and then a white girl will take you down in 2 weekends. And that's exactly what happened to his ass. His ass was Cain the Conqueror, finna make $1 billion then up playing that role. And shit, that white girl cost him that role, and they don't even want to reboot the character no more. Because every time if they do, everybody gonna think of him because he played the role so good. So they just took the character out of Marvel Universe. That's what happened to a poor man.
He spake wisely and could have no place.
Right. Speak wisely. You say some wise things, righteous things. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Because you ain't rich. You're a poor man. You got all the game in the world. Don't nobody care because you ain't rich. People want to hear what rich people got to say because they think if I think like that person, then I could get rich. And then you wonder why the world is so wicked and evil. Because everybody is trying to think like the rich people, and the rich people are wicked.
All right, Salaka, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what they remind me of? You ever seen them post on Facebook? They be like, would you rather have a lunch or our lunch with Christ or our lunch with Jay-Z? And motherfuckers be there in the comments talking about Jay-Z, 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 Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you rather oh yeah, you can learn. So you can be he a millionaire. You can man, shut up,
man. That's
Hey,
so funny.
Slackers,
And
you ever
then
heard the expression, if you hang out with 3 rich people, you'll be the 4th one? That dumbass.
I heard that dumbass shit too. Now you gonna be the broke one because they gonna take your motherfucking businesses and their ideas and shit. Real talk. That's what's gonna happen. And it's funny because they say Jay-Z said you should have took the money.
Facts.
Instead of the dinner with him, you should have took the money. Hell nah. I saw you go ahead to 23.
Come, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Right. Rich person speak, everybody shutting up. Because we have an assumption for thousands of years that if you rich, that means you smart. If you rich, that means you got wisdom. Nobody never think maybe you did some illegal shit to get this money. You know, I don't think I should be listening to a nigga that got rich off selling crack. That don't even make sense. How can you help me in my life with my problems, with the stuff I got going on, when you got rich off selling crack? You got rich because you know how to rhyme words. You know, you got rich because you know how to make computers and chips and shit. How is that gonna help me raise my children? You know, it's not. But because you rich, I'm assuming that it is. Because for a long time, we think that a rich person is godly. It have to be. Why would God let somebody be rich? Why would God let them be rich if God ain't with them? Nah. Maybe it was Satan that's with them. You hear me?
Hey, it's like I said, it's funny you say that too, cause like with every artist that get a Grammy, you know what I'm saying, a BET award or something like that, they want to thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But then your lyrics just say kill a nigga this, kill a nigga that,
Slut out the woman,
baby mama, you know what I'm saying, like all unrighteous shit. But you want to thank God because you got the Grammy?
Yeah.
Or you talking about all the sexy red horror shit? But you gonna say thank God for this Grammy because you just taught a million little girls how to be a whore?
Right.
Or you taught a million little boys how to be a thug?
Or the killer. Yeah.
And kill a nigga and cover your brother baby mama and fuck your brother baby mama?
Yeah.
That's what you thanking God for? I mean, get out of here with that.
No, that's because we're in Satan's kingdom. And in Satan's kingdom, the wicked rule. You know? But you know, subconsciously, people was thinking, well, God got to be with me because I was in poverty and now I got money. God got to be with me. Look at all these poor people. You know, all these poor people begging and hoping, and I got it. So God got to be with me, but not realizing that Satan gives blessings too.
Right.
You feel me?
And it's like so that was the point I was trying to make. I guess I lost track, but that's the point I was trying to make. God wasn't with you selling them records to get that Grammy or that BET award. That was definitely the devil because you were teaching our people all the wrong shit.
Yeah. To confuse the masses. Satan will use you for that. If he got to give you a little money so you can confuse more people, so you can, you know, make more people wicked, that's what he'll do.
Right.
Get this rapper a bunch of money so he can talk all this shit, so he can make people think that this is what you got to do. You know?
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow was this?
Right. A poor man speak. They like, who is this? You ain't got no money. You talking to me? That's why camp be so beautiful, because it's a bunch of poor people on the mic. You hear me? A bunch of poor people. We don't have no skyscrapers we own, no hotels. No, we don't own no car rental services. You hear me? We just regular niggas, you know, humble niggas. And we up there speaking, and that's what people saying. That's why they look at us. That's why they want to battle us, because they like, nigga, who the fuck is you?
Right.
Who is you up there talking, nigga, talking about we got to serve, we got to do this. I ain't got to do shit, nigga. You ain't got no Rolls Royce. You ain't got no Bentley, nigga. Why the fuck I'm listening to you?
And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
That's a fact. You hear me? If a poor man stumble, they're going to overthrow you. But if you rich, nigga, they're gonna let you be president of the United States.
Right.
Real talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. Last scripture though, and we'll close out the class. If you can go to Galatians 5:26.
Count. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 26. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another.
Right. No, that's a fact. Real talk. Let us not be desirous of vainglory. And that's what the so-called white man has indulged in. He's indulged in vainglory. He want to be the first one to the moon, first one to reach the bottom of the sea, first one to fly planes, first one with nuclear weapons. You feel me? All this stuff is for nothing. All this stuff is for nothing because you basically just pushing yourself more into the brink of World War III. You know, you wanted all this vainglory, well, you got it. And now every country wants to fight you. You know, every country wants to protect themselves from you. And the way to do that is to destroy you. It's to fight against you. That's why everybody is going to end up in the Middle East and they're going to all be fighting. They all going to be sending nukes and bombs at each other because they all desiring vainglory.
Provoking one another.
Right, provoking one another. That's all they doing with all this stuff. All these satellites. I sent my satellite. You sent your satellite. We sent the motherfucker around the moon. We the fathers in the earth. You feel me? Just provoking each other. Open up the straits, Hormuz. Open up the straits. Nah, we ain't open up the straits. All we sending our stuff there. They just provoking each other. That's gonna lead to World War III.
And envying one another.
Envying one another. They for sure is envying one another.
Absolutely.
The whole planet is in envy of one another right now. Real talk. That's in tonight's class. You feel me? If you could read the security announcements, pass the class over to priests and officers of 1000 Hall Mark.
Security announcements. We are the ISUPK started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. Another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:10 means the tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest fund, free will offer, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, currently in the Feast of First Fruits until Sunday, May 31st. And with that, men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yakumata.